Chapter 4. Last night, we witnessed the Civil War soldiers' touching farewell. Tonight, the Christmas Express transports Emma and Cory to a bustling campaign office in the 1910s, where they'll meet Elizabeth Blackwell, a passionate suffragette fighting for women's rights. Get ready for a powerful lesson in determination and the ongoing struggle for equality. As the magical train glided through the star-studded night, its passage was so smooth they could barely feel the rumble of the wheels. Inside the opulent carriage, Cory and Emma sat motionless, their eyes wide with wonder, reflecting the dancing lights of the crystal chandelier above. The plush velvet seats seemed to cradle them, a comforting embrace in the midst of this extraordinary adventure. Across from them, Pixie reclined regally, her white and sable fur shimmering with an otherworldly glow. Her intelligent eyes, deep pools of wisdom, gazed at the siblings with an intensity that sent a shiver of anticipation down their spines. The air around them seemed to thicken, charged with an electric energy that made the fine hairs on their arms stand on end. Suddenly, a warm presence filled their minds, as if a ray of sunlight had pierced through a winter sky. Pixie's voice, clear as a bell, yet softer than a whisper, resonated within their thoughts. "Cory, Emma," the voice began, wrapping around them like a cozy blanket on a cold night. "You've been chosen for a very special purpose on this cold December night." Cory felt his heart skip a beat, while Emma's grip on the armrest tightened, her knuckles turning white with anticipation. "This train," Pixie continued, her charming voice painting vivid pictures in their minds, "the Christmas Express is no ordinary locomotive. It travels through the very fabric of time and space, carrying with it the hopes, memories, and unfinished business of those who have passed on." As Pixie spoke, the world outside the window seemed to blur and shift. Stars streaked past like comets, and misty landscapes of different eras flashed by in rapid succession. The carriage itself seemed to pulse with energy, the wood grain of the paneling swirling and reforming, telling stories of ages past and futures yet to come. Cory and Emma exchanged glances, their eyes wide with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Emma's lips parted in a silent gasp, while Cory's brow furrowed, his analytical mind struggling to comprehend the impossibility of their situation. "As we journey," Pixie's voice flowed on like a gentle stream of consciousness, "you'll meet ghostly passengers from various eras. Each has a story to tell and a lesson to impart. Through their tales of love, loss, and the enduring spirit of Christmas, you'll learn the true meaning of the holiday season." As if responding to Pixie's words, the crystal chandelier above dimmed slightly, casting long, dancing shadows across the carriage. These shadows took on shapes of their own, hinting at the spectral figures they would soon encounter. Emma leaned forward, her blue eyes sparkling with an insatiable curiosity. A lock of her blonde hair fell across her face, catching the light and gleaming like spun gold. "But why us?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper, as if speaking too loudly might break the magical spell. "What are we supposed to do?" Pixie's tail began to wag gently. the motion causing ripples of light to cascade through her fur. The magical sparkle at its tip grew brighter, casting starlight reflections across the polished wood surface of the carriage. Your role, Pixie explained, her mental voice warm with affection, is to listen, to learn, and to help. These spectral travelers have left behind stories and unfinished business. By helping them, you'll uncover the train's ultimate purpose: to reunite lost souls with their loved ones on this special night. As Pixie spoke, the air around them seemed to fill with whispers and half-heard melodies. The faint sound of laughter and the tinkling of sleigh bells echoed in the distance, as if the memories of countless Christmases past were converging on this very spot. Cory, his initial skepticism giving way to a burning curiosity, leaned forward. His dark eyes, usually guarded, now shone with intrigue. "How exactly are we supposed to do that?" he asked, his voice a mixture of excitement and uncertainty. "With open hearts and minds," Pixie replied, her voice taking on a sage-like quality. The sparkle in her eyes only intensified, reflecting countless years of wisdom. "I'll be here to guide you through the train. My presence will help you understand and interact with our ghostly passengers." As Pixie spoke, a warm glow began to emanate from her fur, enveloping Cory and Emma in a cocoon of comfort and courage. "Remember," Pixie continued, her voice resonating with the timeless truth of her words, "the spirit of Christmas is about love, compassion, and the connection we share with others, even across the boundaries of time and mortality." As if summoned by Pixie's words, a soft, ethereal glow began to emanate from the far end of the carriage. It started as a pinprick of light, no brighter than a distant star, but quickly grew in intensity. Cory and Emma watched, transfixed as the glow took shape, coalescing into a translucent figure. The air around them grew thick with anticipation, the very molecules vibrating with excitement. The temperature in the carriage dropped slightly, causing goosebumps to rise on the siblings' arms. The scent of cinnamon and pine intensified, mingling with a new, indescribable fragrance that hinted at worlds beyond their own. "Are you ready to begin your journey?" Pixie asked, her voice filled with encouragement and a hint of challenge. Emma reached for Cory's hand, her fingers intertwining with his. Her grip was tight, betraying her nervousness, but her eyes shone with determination. Cory took a deep breath, filling his lungs with the magical air of the Christmas Express. He felt a surge of courage flow through him, chasing away the last vestiges of doubt. "We're ready," he said, his voice steady and clear, speaking for both of them. With a gentle chime that seemed to resonate with the very essence of Christmas, the carriage doors slid open. It revealed not another part of the train, but a swirling vortex of light and color, inviting them to step into the unknown. As Cory and Emma rose from their seats, the plush velvet seemed reluctant to let them go, clinging to them for a moment before releasing its hold. They followed Pixie toward the door, their steps measured but determined. The ghostly figure at the end of the carriage beckoned to them, its form shimmering with the promise of untold stories. Emma's fingers kept a tight grip on Cory's as they stepped forward into the swirling, misty doorway. "It's like we've stepped into a fairy tale," she whispered, her breath fogging the glass. Cory nodded, his usual skepticism dissolving. "I've never thought of Christmas like this before," he admitted, a soft wonder in his voice. "It's more than just presents and decorations. It's magical." As if summoned by his words, a familiar shimmer appeared in the air beside them. Pixie's ears perked up, and she let out a soft, melodious bark. The shimmer coalesced into the ghostly form of Amelia, the spirit they had freed by solving the mystery around her death, who now visited their home in Rosewood Hollow. Amelia's translucent form glowed with a warm golden light. Her Victorian-era dress rustled silently as she smiled at the siblings. "My dears," she said, her voice like the chiming of distant bells. "How wonderful to see you embarking on this enchanted journey." Emma's eyes widened. "Amelia, what are you doing here?" The ghost's laughter tinkled gently. "Rosewood Hollow is more magical than you know, my sweetie. Your home, your town, and you yourselves are woven into the very fabric of Christmas magic." Cory leaned forward, intrigued. "Does that mean we're part of something bigger?" Amelia nodded, her form shimmering and sparkling now. "Indeed you are. The magic of Christmas flows through Rosewood Hollow, through your home, and through your hearts. This train," she gestured around them with a graceful sweep of her arm, "is but one manifestation of that magic." The siblings exchanged glances, a new understanding dawning in their eyes. Emma reached out as if to touch Amelia's hand, feeling instead a tingling warmth emanating from the ghost she knew so well. "I'm not here as one of the souls you'll help tonight," Amelia continued, her form starting to fade. "I simply wanted to wish you well on your journey and remind you that the magic you'll witness here, it's within you too. Rosewood Hollow will always be part of this enchantment, and so will you." As Amelia's form dissipated like a fine mist, her final words echoed in the carriage. "Open your hearts to the magic, dears. Let it change you." Cory and Emma stood in awed silence for a moment, the train's gentle rhythm a soothing backdrop to their whirling thoughts. Pixie nuzzled their hands, her dark eyes twinkling with understanding. Cory broke the silence first. "Maybe I was wrong about Christmas," he said, looking at the stars outside. "I never really thought about what's behind all the decorations and presents." Emma nodded, a warm glow of excitement building in her chest. "Yeah, me too. It's like we're part of something old and amazing." As Amelia's words settled into their hearts, Emma and Cory felt a profound shift within themselves. The magic they had always sensed in Rosewood Hollow now seemed to pulse through their very beings, connecting them to a vast tapestry of wonder and joy that stretched far beyond their small town. As if in response to their newfound understanding, the train gave a magical little lurch. The lights in the carriage dimmed slightly, and a shimmering mist began to form at the far end of the car. Pixie's tail wagged excitedly. "It's time," her thoughts whispered in their minds. Your first ghostly passenger is arriving. The siblings straightened up, hearts pounding with anticipation. The mist swirled and coalesced, slowly taking shape. As they watched, wide-eyed and wondering, they prepared to meet their first spectral traveler, ready to be carried deeper into the heart of Christmas magic. The air crackled with possibility, and Emma and Cory knew that whatever happened next would change them forever. Elizabeth's courage continues to inspire as our magical train journeys onward. Tomorrow, we'll travel to the Great Depression, where a farmer's tale of resilience awaits. Check out all of the other books in the Magical Papillon series of cozy mysteries on Amazon now.